Welcome. My name is Allison Merker Garner, and I am the creator of Musical Minds. Welcome. This video is one of several that I am doing that takes a tune or a movement activity or a story or a chant that I have introduced either at the beginning of a lesson and overlapped with another child so that they can experience something of a group activity or in a group class, and carry that through to the instrument. In this video, we're going to take Naughty Kitty Cat and carry it through to the learning of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. In this particular situation, I'm going to use the violin. Some of these videos I use the piano, and any ideas that I use are just suggestions. If you have ideas of your own, that's even better, but you see the process in what I do, and that is what is most important. So Naughty Kitty Cat is a song that I say is a So Mi La song. It is also a Mi Re Do tune. So when I introduce this, I do not introduce it in any other way than what kind of sound does a kitty cat make? Meow. 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 Naughty kitty cat, meow. You are very fat, meow. You have butter on your whiskers, naughty kitty cat, meow. This time, what kind of kitty cat are we going to have? Are we going to have a big angry kitty? Or are we going to have a shy little kitty? Show me with your meow. Naughty kitty cat, meow. You are very fat, meow. You have butter on your whiskers, naughty kitty cat, meow. Is your kitty fast or slow? Let's do a fast kitty. Naughty kitty cat, meow. You are very fat, meow. You have butter on your whiskers, naughty kitty cat, meow. And so forth. So you can explore all the different elements of music, forte, piano, fast, slow, high, low, however you want to do it. But the kids need to be the ones to make the suggestions of what kind of cat they're going to have. And this just gets their imaginations going. They're playing with musical elements. They're not learning anything else yet. They're just playing with it. And that sets the stage for learning. If you wanted to develop that further within the class, depending on the students that you have and what level they are and what their interests are, you could go several different directions. You could introduce the So Mi La pattern that's demonstrated in this and start developing an eye for identifying that pattern. You could also sing just as an echoing back. So mi la or mi re do, so that they are lifting out those patterns. Another pattern that is not a magic pitch pattern, but does occur in both Twinkle and in this, is going from the so to the la. So, la, so, 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 la, so, 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 la, so, So that pattern there is one to do, as well as if you're lifting out those melodic patterns. The rhythmic patterns in this tune: eighth, 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 quarter, rest. And the only line that's different is the third line. Is that right? Naughty kitty cat, rest. You are very fat, rest. You have butter on your whiskers, all eighth notes. Naughty kitty cat, rest. So that's something else you can pull out and use in some way. If they're not working on Twinkle, but they're working on a tune that perhaps, or a song or a piece that has that pattern, or you're teaching rhythm, and you can lift that out and make, do I have any? Using the popsicle sticks, you can make the notes. And a quarter note would look like this here. And the eighth notes would look like this. And if the children create those notes with the popsicle sticks themselves, then they have a manipulative. There's a texture element to their experience that further ingrains the knowing and the learning and making that more meaningful and deeper for them. So if we've done the different ways of working with this tune in that way, we can also orchestrate it. If we want to be developing the ear and developing ensemble skills and working out relationships between rhythmic values, this is another thing we can do. We can add a bourdon, which is an open fifth. You can do it on the piano, on a stringed instrument, or on a bass xylophone. But just doing to create a pitch center while the song is being sung. You could add a rhythmic ostinato that mirrors what's in the tune, which could be, or it can be, I have a wood block, but you could use the back of your instrument. You could clap your hands, any of that, to create a rhythmic, some rhythmic interest to orchestrate and build the texture of that tune. So let's bring it to the instrument. We're using the violin today, and we're using the tune Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. So I would start out using a tune like this, or this tune in particular works, and practicing some of the motions we use in this to play, and using the tune as a way of accompanying that movement. For example, we have string crossings in here. And so we may just isolate that motion and do, naughty kitty cat, you are very fat. You have butter on your whiskers, naughty kitty cat. You can isolate just a few fingers if that's something that you're working on. If you are working on relaxing the wrist, I like to have kids do it wrong and then go way the other way before they find the happy medium. And so that's another movement. They have that. And that's something we're going to be needing later as we get into more advanced techniques and pieces. So to allow that wrist to move will relax it. So that's another thing you can do. And then with the finger patterns that we have in Twinkle, we have the E to F sharp, which is that sol la pattern. And we can just practice that. Naughty kitty cat, you are very fat. Naughty kitty cat, you are very fat. And so forth. So you're doing the exercise without making it boring or unmeaningful for a child, but in a way that is musical, is within a musical setting. Another pattern is the mi, re, do. We have it. So that would be the 2, 1, A. And practicing 2, 1, A. Naughty kitty cat, naughty kitty cat. And just practicing naughty kitty cat until that is learned and mastered. That's just one hand, one hand. So if we wanted to add it, the rhythm, or if they're not ready for that, and taking that pattern that they've sung it and they've seen it written out, they've played a game using it, now they're using it to learn their instrument, to know how to manage and parlay different motions to make the sounds they want. So another tricky spot of Naughty Kitty Cat is going from E to 3, where we have that E3, ED. That is a difficult transition. So isolating that out, same way, and using the words of the song. And what I suggest is playing the rest of the piece, and the child joins in when it's their turn, when what they're working on of that, whatever pattern it is, they join in on. So they once again is reinforcing the concepts of form and musical line and these patterns strung together create a melody. And I think that that's very meaningful for them. And once they have mastered those little parts, they can play the tune. They can play anything in Twinkle at that point with ease, because they've already practiced the hardest parts of that. And anything I want to add to that? When you're doing the mi, re, do's, if you want to prepare for something like Song of the Wind, use a circle. Naughty kitty cat, circle, because we're going to be getting into that technique soon. And it also identifies the rest with a motion that we often use as violinists when we have a rest. So for pianists, it would be lifting the hands up, as in Honeybee. But this is meaningful repetition when we do that. So that's the end of this video. Thank you.